going to start by priming my eyes with the PLouise base and the PLouise base brush. I'm just going to pat this in all over the eyelids. The patting motion helps to set it, and then I just like to buff over with a clean brush, buff over the edges just so that it doesn't set like a mask on the eyes and it all blends into the base really nicely. Then I'm going to take one of my favourite palettes, it's the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm going to start with my biggest blending brush and I'm going into the colour Silk Cream. I'm just going to put this into my crease and just above the crease over the hooded part of my eye. This is going to create a nice transition blending colour for the rest of my eyeshadows. Next I'm going in with a slightly smaller blending brush. This is a Spectrum B07 and I'm going into the colour Puta. This is slightly darker, so a slightly smaller brush, and I'm popping that just below the Silk Cream under my crease and just about halfway along my eyelid from the outer corner. I'm now going to take my Kit Stars S30 smaller blending brush because I'm going into a darker colour now. I'm going into the colour Buns and I'm just going to deepen the outer part of the crease, and I'm also going to come onto the outer part of the lid but not as far as the Puta colour. So I'm just deepening the outer portion of my eyelid now, just getting more definition. Then I'm going into a smaller pencil brush. This is one of the Morphe Eye Obsession brushes, and I'm going into the colours Mocha and Chip, and I'm just going right into the outer V. So I'm just trying to create a little bit more depth, and each time I'm choosing a smaller brush. Now I'm going back in with my Kit Stars brush and a bit of Buns colour, and I'm just going to just reinforce that colour again just so it's not lost in the outer colour. Then back to the Spectrum brush and Puta, and again just going to reinforce that colour and blend the outside, just giving it a bit of a flick up, just softly blending all the colours together now. Just taking a small detail brush now from the Morphe Eye Obsession set and the colour Obsessed, and I'm just going to place this on the inner portion of my eyelid, taking it as high up to the crease as I can, going about halfway along my eye with this. I'm going to use the other side of the same detailing brush. I'm going into the shade SBN, it's Smoky Bit Natural, and it's more of a gold champagne colour, so it's a bit deep and obsessed, and it's going to act as a transition across the lid to the dark outer corner. Then back in with the Kit Stars brush and just whatever's left on the end of the brush, I'm just going to run it through the crease and just make sure there are no harsh lines or edges and the crease is nicely defined. Using the NYX Epic Ink Liner pen, when I can get the lid off, in black, just to create a soft eye line. I'm keeping it really thin towards the inner corner and they're just sticking it up slightly towards the outer edge. Going in with a pencil brush again and the two darker shades in the palette, Soda Pop and Abyss, and I'm just going to darken up the outer corner and just blend the end of the eye line out so it's not so harsh. Back in with another small detailing brush from the Eye Obsessed Morphe palette, and I'm going to the shade in Light. I'm just going to use this as an underbrow highlight and inner corner highlight as well. With my first big Morphe blending brush just to soften that highlight, And then I'm going in with the MAC Cosmetics Feline Kohl Pencil. This is just going to tightline my upper waterline, which makes your lashes look thicker, adds definition at the lash line. And then I'm going in with 2 coats of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. Trying for the first time my Ariane Pool Heated Lash Curler. This has replaced my old one that I had for about 8 years. It works with mascara, so you just place it at the root of your lashes and just hold it and just gently bend up your lashes. It provides the perfect curl, especially if your lash is incredibly straight like mine. I'm adding a pair of the Eye Envy lashes from Primark. The code number is quite long, so I'll link it down below. These are quite natural, but they just gave a little bit of extra definition to this look. And then I'm going to line my lower waterline with a Teddy pencil from MAC. This is a nice warm brown colour. I wanted to keep this look defined but soft. Taking my Kiko number 61 smudger brush now, and I'm going into the colour Chip, which is the dark brown, and I'm going to just smudge this into the lower lashes, kind of smudging the Teddy pencil as well and setting it. Everything above my eye I want to take below my eye now. And then I'm using my Kit Stars brush with buns, and I'm going just below the chip colour just to start smoking that the lower lash line now. Trying to keep this in the centre of my eye. And then stain brush, I'm just going to use the colour Puta and Silk Cream mixed together, and I'm just going to use that on the outer edge of the buns colour, just again in the centre of my eye, just to connect the edges. Just taking simple white now, just to wipe out any fallout underneath before I start my base and concealing. And I'm starting preparation for my base with my Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, and then going in with my Illamasqua Beyond Veil Glow Primer. I'm going to mix my Armani Luminous Silk Foundation with some Peaches and Cream Goddess Illuminator, and I'm going to apply them with the Peaches and Cream PC19 brush. Just mix them together on the back of my hand and apply it, and this creates a really nice, soft, radiant base. I'm going to correct my under eyes with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish Colour Corrector in Fair. And I'm just patting that in with my fingers, and then I'm going to go over with the IU Under Eye Concealer. This is my favourite concealer at the moment. This is in medium, just so I can do some concealing but not super contouring or highlighting with this. And I'm just blending it in with a Real Techniques blending brush. Then to bronze, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralise Skin Finish in Dark Golden, and an angled brush from the Inglot Exmora collection. I'm just going to define my cheekbones. I'm going to bronze and contour at the same time because I don't want a really strong sculptured look. I'm going up into my temples, around my hairline, down my jaw, and also down my neck. Just going for a nice glowy warm look. Then into the Morphe blush palette, I'm taking this sort of medium rose pink colour on the Inglot Exmora blush brush, and I'm just applying that quite high onto the apples of my cheeks. Then to give an all over glow, I'm using the Anastasia Glow Kit, going into 3 of the lightest shades, and I'm going to apply this all over my cheek and face area just for a nice bit of luminosity rather than a glowing sculptured highlight. I'm going to take this down my nose and just above my eyebrows as well. I'm taking the Peaches and Cream Praline lip liner and Girl Talk lip gloss. I'm just going to outline my lips and fill them in with the Praline, and then just use the Girl Talk gloss all over just to accentuate the lips. And that's the completed look. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up and see you next time. Bye!